Hey Aquarius, I hope you're all doing amazing. My name is Sarah and this is my channel, Serendipity Astrology. I'm doing a general tarot card reading for February 2022. Wow, I'm doing these like in early December, early kind of mid-December. I am going to be taking a break for a couple weeks just around the holidays, just to give myself a little bit of time. I bought a house the end of August, and like we've been working on the house, and I've been hitting these pretty hard, trying to like stay caught up, and like I have 2 teenagers, so that's really challenging. Teenagers can be challenging. It's a hard time for them. I have a Sagittarius and a Capricorn, so they are both tricky right now. They both have a lot going on. Let's get into your reading, shall we? I know in your last reading, you guys had a serious transformation on the table. Like you're leaving behind an old life and moving towards a new one. You were kind of going back and forth between the two. Like I feel like there were still some loose ends there with like transitioning to a different life. One that's more centered around you, one that's more heart-centered, one that feels like it's more aligned with you. And it's like the universe is kind of ushering you guys into that direction. Like it's opened something up for you. It felt like a lightning bolt, and it might have sucked at the time, but once you can get to a place where you can reframe things and feel like grateful for that change, like the experience changes and you're living through a new lens of life. It's really amazing how your perspective can change everything. All right. High Priestess. 7 of Cups. The Tower again. The Hermit. The 2 of Swords again. You had that in the possible future. The World. The Hierophant. The Ace of Cups. Oh my God, I saw that twice in your last reading. Well, like kind of popping out. I knew that'd show up. The Knight of Swords. Okay. I'm going to be pulling a card for each row as the universe advice for the past, the present, and the possible future. I'm going to be doing that from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I love this deck, but I feel like I'm going to be getting a new Oracle deck for Christmas. I have that feeling. Like I said, I'm doing these in early December, like early to mid-December, so that way you guys have a good strong heads up for January and February. Sorry, I'm a little OCD with my cards, guys. Can't help it. Oh, I can't help it at all. I like when they feel aesthetically pleasing to me. I think that's my Virgo midheaven. Okay. Whoa. Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. All right. Ooh, the Parrot Spirit, watch your words. This card just fell in my lap. The Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. All right. So, this first row, which represents the past, we have the High Priestess, followed by the Seven of Cups, followed by the Tower. I am drawn to this Tower to begin with, okay? In your last reading, you guys had this card in your present position, okay? Something is crumbling and falling away. For a lot of you, I feel like this is your relationship, like some relationship that you were in. Maybe some like family relationship you were in where maybe some crappy stuff was happening behind your back and you guys did not know about it. But I feel like that has, like it's on its way out. You know, that structure couldn't last. So it had to fall away. Because the universe had wanted to bring in something more amazing for you. You also have the High Priestess here. These pillars to me are talking about stability. Like, even though you've gone through a tower moment, I feel like it's made you feel like you're so much stronger than you ever knew that you were. Whatever you had gone through over the last like 2, 4, 6, 8 years, I feel like it was just preparation for this strength that you knew was there. Like you knew it was there all along. Just you might have doubted yourself every once in a while. But with the High Priestess, like there's a certain like amount of connection that you've regained to yourself. Like it's like you knew something was happening in the background. Yeah. You know what? That moon right there is talking to me about secrets. Secrets and some bullshit that was probably happening in the background. That it's like you could feel it, but you just couldn't put your finger on it. You know, and I feel like that came to a head and a lot of you just kind of realized what was going on. Like the universe like outed whoever this person was. And it just... like all that came to the surface for you to see. That might have sucked for a minute. Like it might have sucked hard for a minute. But like I said, like I always say, you guys are incredibly resilient, you Aquarians. All right. And instead of feeling like this was like the end of the world for you, which it's not, the tower is not the end of the world. I feel like you guys saw that is like, look at how much just opened up for you. Like, all the choices that you have in front of you. Like, sure, like, there's some crappy ones out there, but I don't feel like you guys are going towards those crappy choices. I feel like you've regained you. And, like, you're so grateful to just have yourself again. And just to kind of be with you. That, you know, you're not going down those tricky, you know, self-deprecating paths. Universe's advice for the past, you have the Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Yeah. Dragonflies, they show up when you're at a place of stillness and calm. Like they kind of reflect the inner balance that you have. And like... you're realizing that your intuition has been spot on and that the illusion that you were seeing before this tower, like it's not as bad as you think it is. Like you're kind of thankful for it, like because it's like it set you free and it reinforced in you what you knew before, which was that like it's like you just knew what was happening. Okay. Like I said, you know, Pluto is in Capricorn, which is your 12th house. Okay. So it's like destroying the lack of connection that you thought you had. And it's like helping you regain that. That's what I feel. This middle row, which represents the present, you have the Hermit, followed by the Two of Swords, followed by the World. Yeah, right now is a time of like, it's like a time of peace and a time of inner reflection. You're going to be going over like the dialogue that you have with yourself, like what you create in your life. I feel like a lot of you are going to be understanding how much of a creator you are in your life because you're not being distracted by someone else anymore. Like you're able to focus more on creation instead of like the it's like the chatter in the background that's been there for so long. But like you have that time, you have that peace, you have that stillness in order to like get downloads too from the universe. Like things will just pop into your head. That's the universe talking to you. That's your higher self too. That can be your higher self and that connection that you have with yourself. You also have the Two of Swords. Yeah, again, I really feel like this is a period of like new things for you where you can't really see where things are going. But I feel like there's a certain level of excitement here with you guys. You know, I don't feel like, I don't feel fear in this. And if there is, I feel like you guys are at a place where you know how to talk yourself through things. Like you've done the work. Like you're not afraid of going inward because you know what you'll find. Because the outside is changing so much into something that you don't really recognize, but that's a good thing. That's a great thing. Things change. They need to change. Life is about change. It's about like cycles and growth. And you also have the world. So the world is an ending of a cycle. It's an ending of a cycle of you like having to focus all your energy and attention on someone else and something else. This is the cycle of, you're starting the cycle of you and what it means to be you, who that is, what that looks like. You know, the focus is on you guys. You also, the universe's advice for the present, you have the Parrot Spirit, watch your words. Yeah, again, I feel like you guys are really examining your self-talk. Like what you say and how it creates things in your life. But I feel like you guys are in like such a great place that, you know, the possibility that's out there for you is, it's like it's kind of your friend right now. Like there's so many things that can open up for you that like there's a level of excitement for you guys. This final row, which represents the possible future, you have the Hierophant, followed by the Ace of Cups, followed by the Knight of Swords. With this Hierophant energy, I feel like there was a prominent person in your life that, you know, what I'm hearing is that they wanted to be what was most important to you above yourself. Like they wanted you to put their feelings, their needs, their wants first. But I feel like that's an energy you're moving away from. You also have the Ace of Cups in this row. So this is giving yourself the gift of the love that you might have not been giving to yourself, but like, it's like you didn't know how important it was to love yourself first and to be able to give from that overflow. That took time. That took took certain levels of awakening for you to get to here, to where you're loving yourself completely and you're like willing to allow someone to like show up with the same love that you have for you now. You also have the Knight of Swords. With this card, I really feel like you guys aren't afraid to say what you want, where you want to go, how you want to get there, and, you know, where people can go and how they can get there. That's what I'm feeling with this card. Like there's so much intensity with this Knight. I feel like you're kind of embodying that energy at this time. Possibly. You know, this energy can always change. So this energy is not set in stone. It is like always changeable, but I feel like you guys are like, you're not afraid to say like what you want, who you are, where you're going, how excited you are for the things that you're seriously like galloping towards. You know, you're like, there's so much like excitement, and like it's like you're really going towards what's super important to you now. Like, you're not scared. I don't feel fear here at all. The universe's advice for the possible future, you have the Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Yeah, there's a fearless energy here of walking away from like an oppressive energy towards like self-love, and being like, not being fearful of who you are and what you represent and where you're headed. Badger Spirit. All right, guys. February, I feel like, is going to be another, like, great month for you guys. I feel like there's a lot of intensity, but that's what you guys like. That's what I'm feeling. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all guys all again soon, okay? Bye!